right? We'll see this initial rotations, right? KAGENDRA, we know about the strength and we know about the rotations of the Pei and Byron gameplay, right? It's mostly focused on the Clash lane and trying to secure initial advantages with the space sprite so they can get that teleportation portal or get that rotation coming in. But it looks like the gameplay is slightly different this time. Both teams looking to put trio lanings in the mid lane.
Yeah, we've seen this quite frequently, haven't we, throughout the rest of, for majority of data before, right? We've been seeing 3 men, 3v3 into the mid lane, just try and get that prio as well. As you can see here, Parasola just looking to try and get as much farm as possible onto Danny here, so he can try and get activated a little bit earlier here, but they're kind of buying time for Facer to be out of the jungle.
Yeah, this is a little bit better at this at the point for KAGENDRA, right? You want to wrap up the farm for Facer, but boom, they play the same kind of cards as well. It's all about making sure that Danny gets a good game.
Yes, exactly. I mean, they did trade, obviously, those both side camps there. I believe that did actually go over to Sule. The one down bot side, obviously, was able to get hit by last hit by Tatsuri as well. So both of those denials actually didn't go into the favor of either of these two teams. They were actually neutralized.
Yeah, so even Stevens at this point, Facer, we're already working on his Azure Golem here. And I think the later this game goes, I think it's definitely in benefit to the side of Boom here.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, we can see that Pei will obviously be great early to mid game. Obviously does fall off around about the 10-minute mark, but still has enough impact, especially with the squishy heroes like trying to get the lockdown onto Danny, onto Tatsuri as well.
Yeah, at this initial start, potential first blood, but not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen. The Spark Mace is just a little bit too late on that one. I feel like if he was a little bit earlier, Draw may have been taken down there as well, but now we do see that Miji is looking to rotate down to the mid lane here as well, give aid over, but no, just trying to be there for the rest of his team, right? Just trying to overturn these odds and looking to try and, like you said, trying to gain that first blood.
I mean, there's 3 different scenarios that we're looking for here, right? Who gets the first blood? That's the first thing. Secondly is who gets the first objective. And obviously the third one, which is the most important we've seen out of all the games today, which is who actually secures the initial goal lead for themselves. As a team now, KAGENDRA has like a 300 goal advantage, but that accounts for not much at this point.
Not at all, exactly. Like 300 gold, pretty much, it drops out your pocket. You don't even realize that you've lost 300 gold. You know what I mean? It's there as a more of a maybe like a motion capture, you know, like it's just like, hey, they clearly farm it a little bit faster, they have a little bit more of that, just a very small gold lead. It's not like, hey, they've kind of like stole away objectives, they're doing more than what they need to be, they've been getting those kind of neutral objectives. So neither of these two teams, they're still obviously in it to win it in terms of the gold.
Yeah, I don't see the super big difference in terms of gold between the lanes itself. The only sizable one is actually in the jungle, which is going into the hands of Facer. Yep. But as a Pei, I think this is definitely what you expect out of it. So with the patience by both teams here at the 3.5-minute mark, it then places a lot of emphasis as we head to that first tyrant, this first neutral objective. What is the choice of both of these teams here?
I mean, they're both more than likely want to go for the Tyrant, right? But you can already see that KAGENDRA's already putting a little bit more motion into the ocean of the fact they're trying to get the pressure down to the bot side, right? So if they can alleviate that pressure for the likes of Zan, they can then obviously take Zan into the neutral objective camp and obviously just be able to put a lot more pressure in there. But we are seeing a bit of a TP down to the bot side now for Carl. We do see the draws already in there. The knockup comes through. Oh! Just gets caught by KAGENDRA.
Yeah, just a little bit too late. Literally half a second too late for Kao. He was not in range to use his ultimate right as he dropped it. Simply because, you know, it was already taken before he could get his Heart of Jade seal off. Now, this is going to be great for the side of KAGENDRA. They currently have a 1,000 gold lead, force out the flash of draw as well. And this is going to be a sizable advantage across the map. But here comes the support from Tatsuri.
Yeah, Tatsuri using that emergence to just obviously come down to the bot side of the map here as well. Obviously give aid to Danny as well as Draw. Obviously there's no real kind of like big lead here for either of these farm lanes, right? They're both sat around about the 2.9k here, so nobody's kind of like outshining the other. It's just about maybe just getting that positioning off, right? Like if either Zan or Danny overstep, then they'll get punished.
I think not just them, right? It's literally whoever FaZe lands his hands on, because he does have a sizable lead against the rest of the cast members. 3.6k for the hands of Carl, not the biggest deficit, but with a 4,500 gold accumulated for this pay, he should be able to get some big punches in.
Oh, absolutely. Big bunches, able to kind of get the itemization up as well. Obviously, he has the Rapturous Bite, so level 3 jungle items already been built here as well. Going for the cooldown reduction boots as well. Obviously, you get a bit of magic resistance on those bad boys too, to try and sort of counter the damage that comes from the likes of Tatsuri here as well. But they're looking to just constantly keep putting this pressure on down to the farm lane, right? Because obviously, if you put the pressure onto Danny, he's not going to have free reign to kind of get to that early game power spike.
Yes, I think at this point, both teams have really studied each other well, right? Nobody's overstepping their boundaries just yet. But here we go. Carl catches eyes in the mid lane as they put more pressure on this T1 on the bottom. And the defense is holding strong for the side of Boom, but at the same time, top side, there is a split push from the side of Saudi.
The macro is definitely coming into play here for the side of KAGENDRA, but Boom do get that T1 down to the bot side. So contrary to contrary belief, we thought that KAGENDRA was going to get that first T1 down there.
All right, I mean, it's a decent trade, right? So T1 for T1. So KAGENDRA know that they have a lead, and this is what I like about the new KAGENDRA. They stay patient. They don't overstep their boundaries, trying to extend this lead at the cost, at the risk of giving away a bad team fight.
I mean, you can't afford to, right? Like, whoever drops first blood here, it means that they got kind of like potential of that T1 into the bot side or even the mid. Dropping here, but it's going to be 4-5 men up the side of Boom committed just to get that T1 into the top side. And Zan's just like, okay, I'll have a free game. I'll have a free minion wave come through as that T1 falls now.
Yep, and here comes the team fight.
Oh, okay, that was a nice catch on there, thanks to Lou. He was able to catch on, but First Blood actually comes through there, serving up the car, but it's also going to be Danny that falls as well as Raw, and now Tatsuri falls in the mix, leaving only Migi alive.
And there we go, this is what we're talking about. 4 kills for the price of 1, and that 1 is a rogue. On the case of Lou here, Migi will not be able to defend against that, and he might have to give his life.
Ooh, oh my goodness. That is a team wipe there for the side of KAGENDRA as they open up top side, open up the mid as well. They came for blood and got so much more.
Yep, a lot of value, taking all the T1s and some healthy damage on the T2 on the top side as well. So this is going to be, at this case, similar to what the CD key is. Hot blood, go and claim that right now because Boom, they're looking for some form of recovery, but that is not going to be presented because next Tyrant, already KAGENDRA starts on it.
Yep.
Tyrant has been defeated.
Next Tyrant is already gone. That's the beauty of the pay as well, right? FaZe just able to kind of melt down, especially with the help of Zan on the Forge Maiden as well. So these objectives are going to fall so quick here. FaZe checked by Sule. He's able to be the guy you want to go into those brushes knowing that the enemy team's in there because he's going to be able to survive. He's going to be able to sustain that.
Yeah, and this is why it's so important that Solly is the one that, really soaks the damage. Number one, he's giving vision, but because they also have great recovery. Lou is very much in charge of this here, giving away the redemption on that roam item with his Destined Encounter for the heals. This is all making sure that KAGENDRA is not that easy to take down.
Exactly, KAGENDRA is definitely fortifying their defenses here. With the likes of the support item, as well as obviously using Sole as just the driving force, the battering ram into the side of Boom Esports as they lose the T1 top side, T2 top side, as well as the T2 into the mid lane. This is not looking like a healthy game here for Boom, but like you said, Ken, earlier on, the late game favors Boom.
Yeah, it is. So can they really last this particular segment of the battlefield at this point? Attempted steal from the side of KAGENDRA. FaZe is going to be successful, but here comes the true problem. Another T2 taken down in the mid, and it looks like they're running out of options. We are hitting that 10-minute mark soon, but Boom has lost quite a bit at this point.
They have. I mean, in terms of the gold, they're about 5k gold behind now, which is something you kind of want to make sure you are cauterizing this wound that is the bleeding of the pockets of Boom. they need to make sure that they're able to try and get a team fight that may go in their favor, or at least try and get one of these neutral objectives, especially the Shadow Overlord, to try and put a bit more pressure into one of the lanes of Boom Esports.
I don't think that's possible,
nice.
though. If you take a look at the level advantage, Feishi is already at level 15. He's 2 levels ahead of Carl. At the same time, the bigger problem, Zan is level 13. He is 1 level ahead of Danny. That's a lot of difference in EXP and gold. And this is going to be a big problem. They can't have an honest 5-5 because a 5v5 team fight, KAGENDRA wins that all day now.
Yeah, especially thanks to the automation as well, as you were saying there. I mean, we're still in prime pay time. Like, it's only past the 10-minute mark around about 38 seconds. And the fact that he's able to get to level 15 prior to that point as well means that he is kind of like scaling above the pace right now. And obviously, high ground turrets in top and into the mid lane look to be pushed
nice
and
catch.
at least do a little bit of damage here. But there's the catch for Sule on the Spark Mace right now. The Destiny counter does come through as well. Just a zone away, Boom. But Kate, give over Elin to the side of KAGENDRA.
Okay, nerves are definitely starting to show at this point. Draw did not hit anyone who was their ultimate. They have to give away the T3 in the middle. And it looks like there is no fight to be had.
Yep, T3 does go down into the mid lane now, and obviously the top side is not looking too healthy as well. KAGENDRA really putting a stamp on their name in this one, right? Like, they have taken that defeat from KIC 2025 personally, and they're looking for more here. Can they steal away the Crimson? No. Carl is able to snatch that one for himself. Just a minor victory at this point.
Yes, and even though we talk about the late game is okay if you're equal in farm, but right now they're trailing. Boom is trailing KAGENDRA by about 6,000. Another attempt by the Annihilation, not gonna hit the mark in either damage or timing. So KAGENDRA very much in the driver's seat for this one.
Driver's seat in terms of the neutral objectives as well, right? I mean, they've got all 4 neutral objectives up until this point. Boom still yet to lay their hands on a single prize here, but bot side of the map has been put down there with the Shadow Vanguard. That's going to completely wipe out the minions there and just try and put the pressure onto the bot side whilst they maybe try and look for a push here into the mid lane.
This is truly a claw machine experience for Boom, right? They've not caught anything. They spent quite a lot of money, given quite a few lives, 5 kills to the side of KAGENDRA, but no value taken out from the machine so far.
No value just yet, but it still could come, right? Obviously, it's a slow game. You kind of like trying to readjust your firm grip onto the plushie you're looking for within that claw machine there, but the top T3 does fall, so they do get a prize. But is it the ultimate prize that they want? Which is not. It's going to be that T3 down to the bot side right now, and that crystal is looking bare.
Yep, I don't think they can defend this.
It's going to be a hard defense if they're able to do it here, Boom, but obviously they have no minion waves now, and it's going to have 3 Vanguards come through. Into the back line is going to be Midgey, just trying to drive them out of this crystal territory, but you got the Vanguard slapping the crystal at this point. All you need is KAGENDRA to get a few kills, and there it is. Draw goes down, and first game goes to KAGENDRA.
Yep, super impressive gameplay from KAGENDRA, very calculated as well. And Feishi, he did not overstep his boundaries, right? It didn't feel like he was